Hi, Bovan. Welcome to the presentation. Research topic is implementation of central bank digital currency projects, commonly known as CBDC projects. This is a conceptual paper. These are the contents of today's presentation. As a financial services innovation, central bank digital currencies, known as CBDCs, are likely to play a pivotal role in shaping the future of value transfers. Most central banks worldwide are now in various stages of their evaluation of launching their national digital currencies. Interest in CBDCs has grown exponentially in the last few years in response to innovation in payments and technology, alongside disruption caused by the pandemic. This shift has also been triggered by the growing interest and influence of cryptocurrency as a medium of exchange and as an asset class. CBDCs will provide users with a sovereign option as compared to other less safe digital instruments, which may lead to less reliable payments, relatively volatile store of value, and potentially erode monetary and financial stability. It may be especially important in the future as the use of cash declines and new forms of value transfer alternatives become more widely used in the payment systems. Banks and financial service players need to prepare themselves for this inevitability and plan for the impact that is likely to have on their profit pools, customer propositions, technology models, and balance sheets. Nowadays, central banks all over the world are exploring potential benefits and means of improving the efficiency and safety of payment systems. Correspondingly, this paper examined policy objectives and challenges pertinent to implementation of CBDC projects. Approach used for this conceptual paper incorporates a qualitative review of the extant literature on CBDC developments across the globe, with special reference to empirical findings and latest statistics by prominent institutions, regulators, and authorities. Figure 1 demonstrates comparison of CBDCs with physical cash and alternate payment private currencies. For CBDCs, issuing authority mainly are monetary authorities or commonly known as central banks, and those are in the form of digital or electronic means. These are guaranteed by central bank or monetary authorities. Very low market risk, counterparty risk, and liquidity risk are pertinent to central bank digital currencies as against alternate private currencies. This depicts opportunities for CBDCs to support monetary and financial policies. This includes supporting competition, making future payment needs, improving the availability and usability, addressing the consequences, so on and so forth. This depicts global snapshot of CBDC journey. Some countries have already implemented CBDC projects, such as China. Some countries are at the research stage. When we consider Bank of England, they are still continuing research pertinent to CBDC projects. Most of the countries at present piloting their CBDC projects, such as Canada, Sweden, Swiss, and Korea. Even when we look at this data, we can identify that Central Bank of Bahamas has already implemented the CBDC project Similarly, Nigeria, National Bank of Cambodia has already implemented CBDC projects. This illustrates summary of live CBDCs. When we consider offline usability of these countries' CBDC projects, we can identify that is available only in China and Bahamas. However, when we consider transaction limits, still there's no transaction limits in China. In the case of Nigeria and all other countries, we can see they are affecting domestic payments via CBDC projects. However, when we considering stakeholders involved in these CBDC projects in Nigeria, even the government agencies are into these projects. This demonstrates timeline of countries undertaking CBDC's projects in Asia and Pacific. In 2014, China has initiated this. However, as of 2021, Monetary Authority of Singapore has announced multi-currency payment system for CBDCs, whereas Reserve Bank of England, rather India, initiated possibility of CBDC projects. Now we'll be moving on to policy objectives of CBDCs. Policy objectives in connection with CBDCs differ across jurisdictions, reflecting factors such as the characteristics of payment systems and various perceived domestic challenges. Central bank regulations often establish functions of promoting efficient, safe and secure payments and settlement systems, or setting efficient and effective monetary policy, both of which are relevant to CBDCs. Further, CBDCs have the potential towards facilitating financial inclusion. Some features of cash, including anonymity and the lack of an audit trail, make it prone towards illicit transactions. Whereas CBDCs have the possibility to address this concern as well. Correspondingly, we'll be now looking at challenges of CBDC projects. At the first place, we can identify lack of precedence. This means difficulty of designing a project where there is little or no experience. No established standards has already been noted by regulators. Second one, lack of resources. CBDC projects are resource intensive and become even more so as their scale increases. Third one, unwillingness to adopt digital payments. Next challenge is legal issues. Another challenge for CBDC projects could be recognized as cybersecurity and technological uncertainty, and this has been one of the key pillars or challenges at present. Now we'll be moving on to discussion and conclusion part. Issuance and design for CBDCs are likely to be sovereign decisions for each country based on their own assessment of CBDC objectives, market maturities, and related local factors. As digitization and globalization increase, CBDCs have an important role to play in providing a safe, risk-free digital medium of exchange, store of value, and unit of account aspects, whilst addressing challenges alongside achieving policy objectives. With that, we'll be concluding the presentation. For any queries, kindly write to the given email address, or else could be connected via academic social media platforms. Thanks for watching and thanks for your patience. Wish you all the best for future researchers.